So, Sammy gets poisoned by the Scorpius Rex. When she wakes up, she's full on Fiona. She's green now. So, Brooklyn gives Yaz a map so she can go run and get the antidote really quickly. And Ben and Darius run off to explode something to distract the Scorpius. Yaz falls into a river, and I gotta say, the water in this show is really well animated, but she gets up super quickly. Kenji and Brooklyn have some connecting while they sit with Fiona or Sammy, and it sets up their relationship in season 4. Yaz makes it to the building, and the Scorpius starts hunting her, and then she has flashbacks with her and Sammy, and realizes she's kind of a mean friend. But she gets in the lab and finds the antidote and runs back to Sammy. When she goes near the raptor paddock, the Scorpius is there, so she has to run away from that. Ben puts gas in the gondola, puts a flare in it, and then it does a little baby explosion, and then when it reaches the top, it full on explodes. Also, something I realized while editing is that when it reached the top, it must have also blown up all the Dimorphodon eggs that are up there from the first episode of the season. Yaz breaks her legs again, and then has more flashbacks. She finally makes it back to the camp, and they put the antidote in Sammy. She wakes up, and then is okay. They all pack up, and Ben runs off to go find Bumpy. Darius has to go look for Ben while Ben looks for Bumpy. A Sinoceratops passes by Darius, and he has to take the quill out of her tail because the Scorpius Rex got her. But when he does that, the Sinoceratops attacks him. Ben saves Darius when he's about to fall off a cliff because of the Sinoceratops. Ben finally gets to meet Bumpy again, and Ben and Darius get into a fight. Darius feels like he abandoned Ben, and he doesn't want that again, so he's taking him off the island. Bumpy walks away to a herd and sees them as family now. The bioluminescent Parasaurolophuses start going over there, and the Scorpius Rex starts killing them. Sammy, Kenji, Brooklyn, and Yaz make it to the boat. The Scorpius tries to attack the Ankylosaurus herd, but can't because they're armored. Darius says that it must be the fastest dinosaur ever because it just went to 2 different places on the island really quickly. Darius go to the wrong dock, and the Scorpius follows them. And then at the end, we realize that there's 2 of them. They start fighting, and Darius and Ben get in the limo. The limo gets tossed around. Kenji heads back to the dock to see if Darius and Ben are alive because they could possibly be. And Darius makes up a theory on how the Scorpius is able to have a baby, and it's that Scorpius might be able to reproduce asexually, which is also setting up how I think Beta in Jurassic World Dominion is born. A herd of Brachiosauruses pass through the jungle, and the others follow, and Darius and Ben's footsteps. They find a little baby Brachiosaurus, so they do the calling thing, and the mother comes, and they save her. Darius and Ben go back to the original Jurassic Park to get the tranquilizer. The 2 groups finally meet each other, and they both find out that there are 2 Scorpiuses out there. The Scorpius Rex starts attacking the group, so they go into the visitor center, but the other Scorpius in there. Darius shoots it, but he completely misses. He can't aim. So they all go to the kitchen behind the same counter that Lex and Tim were behind, referencing the first movie, of course. Scorpius looks through the window and tries to open the door just like the raptors in the first movie as well. It destroys the kitchen, so Kenji turns on the stove, and so the Scorpius is attracted to that. They go out, they try to escape the visitor center, but Blue is there, and she goes inside. So Darius gives up on the tranquilizer, and Blue starts fighting one of the Scorpiuses. The kids knock down the scaffolding that all the other original characters were on in the first movie, and the building starts to collapse. The Scorpiuses are killed, but Blue makes it out safely. Ben says goodbye to everyone and runs off into the forest. Then he decides after 5 seconds that he can't survive out there. So we think the season's about to end. It was a nice show, how amazing. And then these helicopters go over him. They're like, hey, you gotta get off the island, get off the island. And that's the end of episode 8.